edition of the event. It's my fourth time taking part, and it's the biggest event in the local triathlon calendar. The main sort of change this year compared to last, I'd probably say it's more the nutritional approach. I've adopted more of an LCHF approach now, probably for the last sort of 8 to 9 months, particularly in the lead up to the World Champs in Nice last year. With Ironman Lanzarote being my main focus this year, I decided to approach Dubai slightly differently, and this time I loaded myself with a few races in the lead up. So I did a 70.3 distance event beginning of December, which was a 3k swim, a 100k bike and a 10k run a week before doing Ironman 70.3 Bahrain, and then I repeated that long course a week before Dubai, and the aim was just to see what my body could cope with. I started the LCHF approach again, but I went into Dubai definitely not fresh, not on fresh legs, but more just a way of seeing, you know, what could I deliver on when I've already raced a bit and my body was already loaded. So the main focus of the day, as always, it's to finish, to have a good day out. The atmosphere of Dubai is fantastic, and I wanted to have a good day with my friends out on course. So race day, pretty standard routine by now. Get up at 3:45 in the morning, have a pre-race smoothie. Always includes SFuels Life and SFuels Train in it. The swim went really well. It felt faster than it actually was in the end. I'm still trying to break 30 minutes in a 70.3 swim. I came out in 31, so I was pretty happy. I felt good in the swim, and I feel good coming out of the water. Onto the bike, it's a relatively fast course, especially when it's not too windy a day. Relatively flat, although there are 16 bridges to tackle. And I felt really good on the bike actually. My nutrition on the bike pretty much just involved SFuels Race Plus, the cherry flavour, and that pretty much gave me all I needed out on the bike. I finished the bike with a PB of 2 hours and 40. The legs felt good, and I was pretty happy going into the run. First sort of 12k went well. I was running well, legs felt fine, I had energy, but I've been having some problems with my feet and suffering with metatarsалgia, and that kind of kicked in about 12k in, plus the Dubai run there's no shade on it, and by that time it becomes quite hot if the sun is out, even if the temperature's not too bad. The body didn't feel too bad, the feet were the main problem, but the atmosphere out there is fantastic at Dubai, so there was never an issue of really struggling to get to the finish line. And thankfully, despite a bad run, I did come in with a PB at 5 hours and 13 minutes and 13 seconds. 13 seconds, that would probably hold me a little bit, but I was pretty happy with how the day went.